Hello everybody, welcome back. We're going to be playing another game of Total War Warhammer. I'm the strategy professor, and this is going to be another multiplayer battle. So I have reclaimed a few ranks, so I'm back to 387. I was hoping to get under 300 today. I don't know if it's going to happen. I ran into a few trolls earlier. Watch my last Vampire Counts video. I don't remember which number it is, so I guess that may not be that helpful. We'll get back in here. Get another game going while I think about this. I think it's like... I'll look and say in the description what it is, but just watch my last Vampire Counts video. I'm making a troll list. I'm not going to go through it again in this video. There's anyone that just does something that I think is super exploitative of the system. I'm going to make a list, and eventually I'm going to put that at the end of videos or something, or like a link to it. Just so that if you want to know, like, who you should not play against, it's these people. And when I say super exploitative, I'm talking like all gyrocopters, all Pegasus Knights, disconnecting when they're losing games so that you don't get the win and they don't get a loss. I like Greenskins into this matchup. You know, I could try something else. I'll think about it. I'm just really comfortable with this matchup. I've played it a lot. There we go. Yeah, I've played it a lot, and I'm pretty comfortable with the matchup, so we'll go ahead and run it. Now, if they have a ton of gyrocopters, it's going to be a huge problem. I am a little bit scared. Lots of gyros. But the problem is, if you run like more than, let's say, 3 orc airboys, I could take out this orc boy. That would make me a little weaker on the line. I could take out the orc boy and run one more airboy. It's not going to stop gyrocopter spam though. If you want a gyrocopter spam stopping army, then you're going to have to run like 10 airboys. And that's terrible against anything else that the dwarves are going to run, so I'm going to try this. 2 should be sufficient to stop like a normal amount of gyrocopters. Like if they have like, I don't know, 4 gyrocopters or something, 2 should be able to handle it. Chaos might be good at dwarves. I'm not always sure. I know Greenskins are good into traditional dwarves. Make sure he doesn't switch last second. Alright. Gotta watch for that Bretonia switch. Bait and switch in the last few seconds. Because Bretonia is just like super good against some factions and just not really that great against other factions. So sometimes people who do those last minute switches will switch into Bretonia against Greenskins or other things like that. Okay, Bretonia is fine. I love Bretonia as a faction. Oh, I have them on the other side now. It had been on that side. Oh, this is even better. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, nice shots on almost everything, and I get to be behind this hill, which means that's going to block a lot of cannon fire. This is a really, really good position. As long as he's not running like troll gyrocopter and he like hides over here in the woods with stuff. Okay, let's see. I'll hide in the woods with mine, so he might come over here and I can shoot at him. And let's go ahead and make these our cavalry. Put these like over here somewhere. Like last time I was on this map, I tried to split my forces up a little bit. I don't think that was super effective. Now, I don't have vision over there, Maybe I should run somebody out. It's on a mount, right? Yeah. Night Goblins up here just so I get a bit more vision. That's kind of cool. Iron Drakes. Need vision, need vision. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's run into the Slayers here. Are these like all Slayers or something? I can bait him with these Slayers, see if he'll go for my War Boss here. I'm not gonna let him have them. Not Trolls. Run over here with the Trolls. We're gonna flank with them. Right, fire those into the Slayers. He's trying to get over here to cast his little curse on me, or whatever it is. Where are the Slayers? That's what I want. Okay, we're getting them out of there. Nope, nope, nope. Get out. Get out. Not into Slayers. Okay, Trolls are definitely running. Alright, grab these Slayers. Grab these Slayers. Oh gosh, I have an extra unit of Black Orcs over here. I don't want that. Alright, need to fire into these Slayers over here. I need to collapse this side. Guys, run. Is that your run? Let's go. Okay, this guy is actually about to die, so let's focus him down. Right, let's go ahead and pop this. Get even more spells. No, get out. He's coming in with the Slayers. Get out of there. Itchy. Let's go mess with those. Get out. Get out. Kill the Slayers. Okay, got him. Sorry, I wasn't talking the last couple seconds there. I mean, so basically, I mean, you could kind of see what was going on. I just held my boar, waited for him to commit, you know, to the front line, and then the biggest threat that you have to be aware of when you're facing dwarves as greenskins is the slayers, because you're one of the few factions where your cavalry, if you choose to run cavalry, has very low armor, and your trolls have very low armor. That means you really, really have to watch out for these. They have a little axe on them, so they're pretty easy to spot if you know what you're looking for. So you have to watch out for these. How did his cannons didn't get any kills? He must have been trying to focus fire, I don't know, my lord or something, or the trolls. The trolls may have rallied back, I don't know, they ran away. They weren't super good in that fight. But yeah, just the black orcs just getting their head down. These arrow boys are actually good against slayers, so if you can just fire a bunch of volleys into them, that's pretty nice. Once again, the doom divers, he stop them. He could have gone after them with his slayers, potentially, taken a bunch of them out, but he decided to chase after my trolls and my orc boss instead, or my lord, orc war boss. And yeah, I mean, I do like the Iron Drakes. They're interesting. I just think they cost too much. Warhammer torpedoes, like, they're good against huge monsters. So if I had a giant, they'd be great. Now if I had, they're good against trolls. They can be good against black orcs. I mean, they're pretty good. They got some kills. His Longbeards did a pretty nice job against black orcs, but yeah, these normal just dwarf warriors don't do a ton. The runesmiths are good. Like, I do think you have to have a couple of them, but I don't even know how his one runesmith just got completely just wrecked. I don't know what was happening there. But these boar boys didn't really kill a lot, but it felt like they did a lot. Like, they disrupted things, they knocked them around. Keep in mind, they may not get the kill, so if they attack something from behind and knock all of the units forward into my black orcs, for example, then the black orcs might actually get the kills on them. Even though they did, you know, 75% of the damage. So don't let the kills deceive you. That's just who gets the last hit. That's not who actually, you know, gets a lot of the kills. And that could be based on their swing, right? Like how fast they attack. My night goblins have 28 kills. I don't know why. They don't do any damage hardly against heavily armored dwarves. They're just there for the poison support. But it might be because they have a really fast attack speed. I'm not sure. So they might just get the very last hit. That's why it looks like they have a lot of kills sometimes. Whereas I think black orcs have a bit of a slower attack speed. It's okay. I know lords have very slow attack speeds. I don't know, so that's just a textbook Greenskin versus Dwarf game. That was a really terrible map for dwarves, especially my position right there, because I can be on the other side of that hill and arc my shot over it, and he can't shoot his cannon into mine. Now, a problem that I saw is I have to get vision. So I do have to, you know, run my lord or some trolls or something out into the open to get vision, but that forces him to come to me, and they're going to get a lot of kills before even arrives. So we've seen the song and dance before a lot. It's just really hard for the dwarves to beat greenskins, especially on particular maps where doom divers have good arcing shots and they can obstruct the cannons from shooting them, which is what we had that time. So really good. He had a nice sort of lineup there. He had a good defensive sort of lineup he was ready to fight me on, but I was able to come from the back with the boars. And really, the problem, like, the dwarf line just cannot stand up the greenskin line with itchy sneaky. Like, it just can't under most circumstances. So I really don't know what the solution is to that. This is why I don't play dwarves a lot in the greenskins. It's just because they have a really, really hard time. I have lost in recent memory. I have lost to dwarves once, not including the troll game where they went all gyrocopters, but I have lost a legitimate fight to them in recent memory. So it's not impossible, but it is challenging for sure. So thank you very much. It's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, check out the rest of the videos. We have a lot of greenskins. We have a lot of vampire counts. We're getting a lot of Bretonia, Empire, and I switch up my builds fairly often. There's sometimes if I get a winning build, I'll just ride it out for a while, but a lot of times I do switch my builds around just to try to improve and get better with as the meta shifts. So thank you very much. Do check out those videos. Do check out the legendary campaigns that I have. Everything except for chaos pure campaigns. We don't abuse auto resolve system. We don't assassinate lords. We don't do any other shenanigans or exploitative tactics that would give us an unfair advantage. So that means that we get more high quality fights, more complex and interesting situations on the campaign map. It's just a ton of fun. So thank you very much. As always, it's a pleasure broadcasting for you, and I hope to see you next time. Have a wonderful evening.